From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Good day. This is Dateline Malacañang. Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Monday departed for Central Europe for a working visit to Germany from the 12th to the 13th of March and a state visit to the Czech Republic from the 14th to the 15th. Malacañang said that the president's trip to Germany was upon the invitation of German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, while his visit to the Czech Republic was upon the invitation of Czech President Petr Pavel. In his departure statement, the president expressed confidence that his official visit to Germany and the Czech Republic will strengthen the relationship and deep cooperation with both countries. Besides the signing of agreements on maritime security and skills development with Germany and the creation of a labor consultations mechanism with the Czech Republic, the chief executive aims to expand the collaboration of the Philippines with the two nations on the priorities of the administration in the sectors of agriculture, energy, health, and transportation. Let's listen to the departure speech of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
I go now to Central Europe to visit with two important partners, the Federal Republic of Germany and the Czech Republic. My visit is upon the gracious invitation of Federal Chancellor Olaf Scholz of Germany and President Petr Pavel of the Czech Republic. Building upon the visit of Czech Prime Minister Petr Fiala in April 2023 and German Federal Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock in January this year, my visit marks a pivotal moment in our efforts to continuously deepen bilateral relations and explore avenues for enhanced cooperation with Germany and the Czech Republic and indeed the world. The Philippines has enjoyed long and robust relations with these two nations in the center of Europe. We are commemorating our 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations with the Czech Republic, which was established in 1973. And we celebrate as well the 70th anniversary of our relations with Germany. Both of these states share an affinity for our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. Jose Rizal's affection for Germany and its people is evident in his many travels around the world. That Berlin, the capital, is where Dr. Jose Rizal's most pivotal literary work, Noli Me Tangere, was first published. Jose Rizal also found a kindred spirit in a man born in Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, by the name of Ferdinand Blumentritt. So great is their band that the last letter of Dr. Rizal that he wrote before his execution was in fact to Blumentritt. Thus, I look on my trip to the center of Europe with anticipation and optimism for the opportunities to be explored and for our friendship with the German and Czech nations to be affirmed and strengthened. I will be meeting with Chancellor Olaf Scholz in Germany. In the Czech Republic, I will meet with the four constitutional heads of government, President Petr Pavel and Prime Minister Petr Fiala, and the heads of the Czech Parliament. Senate President Miloš Vystrčil, and Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies, Markéta Pekarová Adamova. During our time in Germany and the Czech Republic, we will underscore our unwavering commitment to strengthening partnerships with like-minded countries, promoting the rules-based international order which serves as a cornerstone of global peace and of stability. We will also focus on expanding economic cooperation, opening up more avenues for mutually beneficial trade and investment opportunities. We wish to tap Germany's expertise in renewable energy to assist us in our energy transition efforts, as well as on manufacturing, healthcare, agriculture, aerospace, innovation, and startups, IT, BPM, minerals processing. In the same vein, we wish to harness the Czech Republic's expertise on agriculture, manufacturing, especially in the automotive industry, transportation, renewable energy space, and scientific instruments that they have been leading the world in terms of technology. We are eager to invite German and Czech businesses to consider the Philippines as a production hub for their products. I look forward also to meeting with, of course, our kababayans in Berlin and Prague to reaffirm my commitment to their welfare and to explore ways of harnessing their talents for the betterment of our nation. It is important that as we enhance our labor cooperation with these countries, our highest priority remains the protection of the rights and the welfare of our overseas Filipino workers. We also want to increase people-to-people exchanges, foster cultural understanding, strengthen the bonds of friendship with Germany and the Czech Republic. So during this visit, several agreements between our two countries will be signed, covering important areas of cooperation. For Germany, the joint declaration of intent on strengthening maritime cooperation and the cooperation program between the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, and the Federal Institute for Vocational Educational and Training will be signed. In the Czech Republic, we will also be signing a joint communique on the establishment of a labor consultation which aims to elevate cooperation between the Philippines and the Czech Republic for the safe and orderly migration of Filipino workers and to provide a higher level of protection for their rights and their welfare. There are also other agreements in the pipeline that we are closely working on, especially on the Czech side. As we remember, and from the visits that came from the Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, so we continue to think of the items that we discussed. So as we embark on that journey, I'm confident that this visit will yield fruitful outcome. I look forward to having productive discussions, fruitful collaboration, and memorable experiences that will further cement the enduring ties between the Philippines and Germany, and of course, the Czech Republic.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Dateline Malacañang.
Meanwhile, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. arrived at the Berlin Brandenburg International Airport on board Flight PR-001 at exactly 4:48 Tuesday morning. The flight took over 13 hours after Flight PR-001 took off at the Villamor Air Base in Pasay City at 3 o'clock Monday afternoon. The working visit of the President in Berlin is upon the invitation of German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. President Marcos was welcomed by top officials of Berlin. In his visit, the President is expected to have a meeting with top officials of Germany, attend various business meetings, and sign several government-to-government agreements, including the Joint Declaration of Intent to strengthen cooperation in the maritime sector. Also expected to be signed is a cooperation program between the Philippines Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, and the German Federal Institute for Vocational Education and Training, or BIBB. The chief executive on Wednesday, March 13th, will cross Prague in the Czech Republic for a state visit upon the invitation of Czech President Peter Pavel.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Monday welcomed the United States government delegation and the Presidential Trade and Investment Mission, or PTIM, delegation headed by United States Department of Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo during a courtesy call at the President's Hall in Malacañang Palace. In his message, the President underscored the importance of international partnerships and providing a conducive and supportive environment for business opportunities. The chief executive also highlighted the young and well-educated Filipino worker whose dedication will meet the ever-changing demands of the digital age workforce. Let's listen to the speech of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
And thank you, U.S. Department of Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo, for your remarks and for introducing the companies that are participating in the Presidential Trade and Investment Mission delegation. I can truly say that I am delighted to extend my heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. It is a privilege to have you all here today as we come together to strengthen our collaboration and to enhance the bond between our two nations. I firmly believe in the transformative power of collaboration, which can yield mutually beneficial outcomes in the long run. Today marks a significant milestone in our country's economic partnership, and I am sincerely grateful to the U.S.-based companies for their keen interest in investing and in doing business in the Philippines. Moreover, our future collaborations will open a gate of opportunities for innovation, for job creation, and exchange of knowledge and skills between our two peoples. The Philippines recognizes the importance of international partnerships and is dedicated to providing a conducive and supportive environment for business endeavors. In recent years, our nation has witnessed sustained economic growth, underscoring our steadfast commitment to maintaining a business-friendly environment for the global market and affirming our position as a competitive player in the global value chain. In 2023, the Philippines finished strong, achieving a notable 5.6% annual growth in GDP, and boasting a little bit here, but we outpaced major economies in Asia, including China, Vietnam, Malaysia. The performance in 2023 not only surpassed our neighbors, but also either exceeded or aligned with the projections of esteemed multilateral organizations and private analysts, such as the IMF and the ASEAN +3 Macroeconomic Research Office, the World Bank as well. Looking ahead to 2024, we remain optimistic about achieving even faster GDP growth. Our resilience and adaptability in the face of both domestic and external challenges highlight our commitment to economic reforms, sustainable development, and proactive policymaking. Despite many headwinds, our commitment equips us to effectively navigate and overcome such challenges. Our strategies are further validated by the significant rise in foreign direct investment, which saw a 27.8% surge to $1.1 billion in November 2023, up from $820 million in the same month in the previous year. Notably, the United States has emerged as the fourth largest source of FDI in the Philippines. Additionally, our Board of Investments has approved an unprecedented 1.26 trillion peso investment project package in 2023. This represents a 73% increase compared to previous year's performance of 729.09 billion pesos, or the equivalent of $13.38 billion. The total investment pledges from foreign sources, as recorded by our investment promotion agencies, also increased by 267.55%, rising from 241.89 billion in 2022 to 889.07 billion Philippine pesos in 2023. So, there has never been a better time to make all these things happen in the Philippines. Investing in our country presents a multitude of advantages for investors looking to grow, to expand. In the heart of Southeast Asia, the Philippines offers a strategic location for businesses to succeed. Our highly educated and skilled workforce is ready to fuel the growth and innovation. In all our discussions, we always recognize that our biggest asset in the Philippines here is a young, well-educated, well-trained labor force accustomed to working, because of our OFW, our foreign workers experience, accustomed to working with foreign entities as employees, as partners, and in every other conceivable arrangement. And that, once again, as I say, I still think is the biggest asset that the Philippines has. So, in this context, I would like to commend Google Asia Pacific for its forward-thinking collaboration with the Department of Trade and Industry. This partnership aims to empower MSMEs, or micro, small, and medium enterprises. We in the Philippines also even take that, dig a little deeper, and it's no longer micro, small, and medium scale industries. We also talk about nano businesses. Nano businesses are basically a single, not a real business, but someone who shines your shoes, who sells you ice cream on the street, that sort of thing. And we still have to take care of them, and we still have to support them. As has been mentioned, 99% of the businesses in the Philippines are SMEs. 60% of employees are employed by SMEs. So we need to have these programs for reskilling and upskilling those who are practitioners within the MSMEs. This joint endeavor demonstrates a commitment to addressing the evolving needs of the workforce in the digital era. So we must foster inclusivity, contribute to the overall economic development of the Philippines. The semiconductor and electronics sector being our top export performer, accounting for about almost 60% of our total merchandise exports, is a testament to the qualities of the Filipino workforce. Young, highly skilled, fast learners, creative, productive, adaptable to diverse cultures. So with the potential support from the United States under the CHIPS Act, we are poised to churn out a robust talent pool of 128,000 semiconductor engineers and technicians by the year 2028, ready to meet the expanding needs of high technology industries. And hopefully strengthen that digital connection for the small and medium scale, up to the nano scale industries into the digital world, so that they have an opportunity not to stagnate to doing what they have always done before, but to introduce them to the rest of the market, to the rest of the world, and allow them to grow. With our standing proposition to the U.S. semiconductor companies to invest in a laboratory-scale wafer fabrication facility in the Philippines, we can support the R&D and advanced assembly, packaging, and test requirements of U.S. companies that are into semiconductors and electronics manufacturing services. This will enable Filipino professionals to create prototypes and tape-outs of integrated circuits, actively engaging in the development of cutting-edge, high-value products, and services, thereby contributing to the advancement of a technology-driven economy. We are in the semiconductor industry hoping to move away from, not to move away, but to expand our operations from just fabrication to actual design. And I think that the workforce is ready for that with the appropriate support for the retraining. Again, the buzzwords are upskilling and reskilling. This is not the only important infrastructure that we need. Through the Build Better More program, we aim to launch 198 high-impact priority infrastructure flagship projects, totaling $148 billion US. We eagerly welcome participation by US investors in these transformative initiatives. These projects span many sectors, including physical connectivity, water resources, agriculture, health, digital communications, and energy. These flagship projects lay out the groundwork for our aspirations to be the next logistics hub in Asia. Our telecommunications, U.S. investments will play a key role in our country's connectivity goals, supporting vital services such as data centers and information technology and business process management, or IT/BPM, sectors where the United States has long been a valued partner. Furthermore, the U.S. can fortify the security and resilience of the Philippines' telecommunications infrastructure, leveraging your expertise in generative AI to shield against cyber threats and vulnerabilities. In terms of clean energy and transition, the Philippines boasts of abundant sources of renewable energy with the potential of 491,821 megawatts ready to be harnessed for clean electricity generation. Recent amendments to the implementing rules and regulations of the Renewable Energy Act now allow 100% foreign ownership in renewable energy power generation projects. This encompasses a wide range of inexhaustible resources, including solar, wind, biomass, ocean, tidal energy. Furthermore, the Philippines stands at the forefront of numerous opportunities in critical metals, offering a spectrum of possibilities ranging from exploration and development to value-adding activities. The country can become a key player in the global critical metals market, as we are rich in diverse mineral deposits. There are countless possibilities and great potential to enhance our partnership with U.S. companies, especially those here today in this delegation. I have been told that all of you have been especially selected because of your interest in developing trade and investment opportunities in the Philippines. Let us make those interests that you have expressed a reality. Please be assured that the Philippine government is committed to supporting your activities in the country, and the Department of Trade and Industry will act as your ally, ensuring that you navigate the Philippine business landscape with ease and efficiency and speed. I have emphasized this before, and I'll say it again. The United States is an essential strategic trading and investment ally for the Philippines. In the coming months, I hope that we will be able to see our shared commitments come to fruition, driving robust economic growth, because after all, an economically strong Philippines is a formidable ally. Together, let's make it happen in the Philippines.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI Secretary Alfredo Pascual on Monday welcomed United States Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo and the U.S. Presidential Trade and Investment Mission, or PTIM, delegation at Malacañang Palace. The high-level U.S. delegation visit is expected to yield concrete action plans that will enhance the economic partnership between the Philippines and the United States. Following President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden in May of 2023, the PTIM aimed to attract U.S. investment in key Philippine sectors like innovation, renewable energy, critical minerals, and food security. During the meeting, Secretary Pascual underscored the Philippines' potential to be a key player in the critical metals sector, with the country's significant nickel, copper, and cobalt reserves. Leveraging these rich mineral reserves, the Philippines aspires to lead the global value chain for energy storage and electric vehicle or EV production. Additionally, recent amendments permit 100% foreign ownership of renewable energy sources to create an attractive investment climate. Moreover, Secretary Pascual invited investments in lab-scale wafer fab facilities as he highlighted the country's skilled workforce and existing foundation in software development as an advantage for U.S. companies. He also called for swift implementation of U.S. government support in workforce development as part of the CHIPS Act to facilitate plans to expand its role in the semiconductor industry beyond assembly and packaging. The Philippine government also sought assistance from the U.S. Department of Commerce on trade issues like detained apparel exports and shrimp paste shipments. Additionally, the Philippines took the opportunity to raise the current situation of Philippine electronics companies unable to bid on U.S. government contracts due to a requirement in the U.S. Trade Agreements Act. Meanwhile, President Marcos Jr. reaffirmed the Philippines' strong economic position and the government's efforts to establish a conducive business environment during the courtesy call of the PTIM delegation. The president also reiterated the Philippines' commitment to supporting American businesses and amplified the invitation for continued collaboration with the U.S. in achieving shared economic prosperity.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Philippines Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, on Monday confirmed that the 11 Filipino crew members of the ship True Confidence will be returning to the country on Tuesday, March 12th. DMW Officer in Charge, Undersecretary Hans Leo said, the agency is preparing a fitting welcome to the brave seafarers upon their arrival. The 11 returning seafarers are composed of the 10 unharmed crew members in the missile attack on their ship, the bulk carrier True Confidence, by Houthi rebels last Wednesday, March 6, as it was traversing the Gulf of Aden. The 11th returning crew member suffered minor injuries during the emergency evacuation of the ship. He was cleared by medical authorities as fit for travel. The two of the remaining Filipino crew members of the True Confidence remain in a hospital in Djibouti City. Their condition is stable and being monitored by medical professionals. They will be repatriated to the Philippines as soon as they are medically certified as fit for travel. Meanwhile, recovery operations are underway for the retrieval of the remains of the 3 crew members, 2 of them Filipino, who died in the missile attack. The DFA issued the travel documents to the returning crew members, whose flight arrangements are being managed by their shipping and manning agencies.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Philippines Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, clarified that the two Filipinos arrested recently in the death of two Japanese nationals in Tokyo, Japan, did not admit to any wrongdoing. This came after reports have spread social media that the two Filipino suspects allegedly admitted to the crime because they were caught on camera buying knives. According to DFA Undersecretary Eduardo de Vega, this is not true, and there are no official statement as of yet from the Tokyo police. De Vega added that on the 23rd and the 24th of March, the decision on the fiscal will come out if there is probable cause to file murder charges against the two overseas Filipino workers or OFWs. Meanwhile, Undersecretary De Vega said that DFA is ready to provide legal assistance to the two OFWs.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Philippines Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, or OWA, conducted an information drive on its programs and services to overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, in Germany. OWA Administrator Arnel Ignacio personally went to Germany to deliver the programs of the agency to the OFWs. Ignacio said OWA is ready to provide assistance to the OFW's needs while working abroad. In relation to this, Administrator Ignacio also met and greeted the Filipino community in Germany following the information drive. Ignacio said OWA will go around to different countries to deliver the programs and services of the agency.
Dateline Malacañang.
And finally, the Philippine Embassy in Saudi Arabia reminded the public that application for the Sharia bar exams in April that will be conducted in Manila will only be accepted until the 15th of March. According to the embassy, the Supreme Court is offering to provide travel and accommodation to give Filipinos working in Saudi Arabia the opportunity to take the bar exam. The Sharia, or Islam law, is implemented in the Philippines legal system and is only applicable to our Muslim brothers. The Sharia court in the Philippines is under the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court in the country. To become a lawyer under the system of the Sharia court in the Philippines, an individual should first pass the Sharia bar exam. Office of the 2024 Sharia Bar Chairperson, Associate Justice Maria Filomena Singh, earlier issued an advice with regards to the grant application guidelines for those who will take the exams, which will be seen at the official social media page of the Supreme Court.
Dateline Malacañang.
Before we conclude our program, we would like to invite everyone to come and visit our Facebook page at Radyo Pilipinas World Service. You will be able to hear and view our Filipino and English programs, including news updates here in the Philippines. Kindly subscribe, like, and share our posts as well. And that concludes this edition of Dateline Malacañang. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day and stay safe.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.